Here's your lineup for the finals. Miss Budweiser, Tommy Deeth. Mr. Pringles, the U8, Scott Pierce driving. U10 Competition Specialties, Larry Lauterbach. The Miss Circus Circus, the U31, Johnny Prevost. The U00, Miller High Life, Chip Hanauer. And the first alternate boat, the U2, Oh Boy Alberto, George Woods Jr. And we're just in. Miller High Life has not started, so the U2, Oh Boy Alberto, is in the race.
As they come down for the final time in this race, they're flying high. It's Budweiser on the outside, going to hit the line right on the money with Tommy Deeth.
Tommy Deeth is in the lead as they go down into the first corner. On the inside, it is the pink boat, Circus Circus. Look at this battle. Circus Circus is right in there, but he's now being challenged by Competition Specialties. It's Budweiser on the outside, Competition Specialties on the inside, and right in the middle, breaking free of the pack now, Johnny Prevost, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, in Miss Circus Circus.
So it's the Circus Circus with John Prevost in lane number 2, out in front by a boat and a half length over the Competition Specialties. On the inside and on the outside, hidden by the roostertail, is the Miss Budweiser as they come into corner number 3.
Lots of action to watch, and now they try to keep that lane tight, and Lauterbach is up and over. Larry Lauterbach looked like he went up and over the rooster tail of the Circus Circus. He tried to hold that tight buoy line. It appears that he is right side up, still in the canopy. Larry Lauterbach, we can see some movement. He's now opening the canopy hatch by himself. A scary ride for that boat.
He rode right up on that rooster tail, and as the completion of lap number 1 comes down, the red flares are out. They're going to stop this race.
Let's take a look at it again, Jim. Look at how he just glides right into the rooster tail. He really had no place to go, and he takes himself a ride. It shows you the power of that water.
Yep, watch him. He just starts to ride up in the rooster tail now. He's completely in the rooster tail. Comes up, goes sideways. As he comes down to his left side. He's lucky that he landed right side up from that position, and he's okay. The rescue crews are there. The driver is out. It's okay, but they'll have to restart the heat. So the final field now, the restart, and Dick Crippen, the Miller High Life with Chip Hanauer, is back in the hunt.
That boat did not cause the stoppage of the first start of this race, so they are allowing the Miller High Life back into the field. He is in lane number 1 right now as they come down for the restart. Watch the Budweiser very closely. He's in lane number 3 right now. Lane number 1 is the Miller High Life. Lane number 2, Mr. Pringles, the Budweiser in lane 3, and on the outside for the start is the Oh Boy Alberto, George Woods Jr.
It's Budweiser in lane 3, hitting the line on the money, followed by the Pringles, and on the inside, the Miller High Life as they dive down to corner number 1.
Budweiser taking the lead on the outside. Watch out for Pringles. He's in that rooster tail. Scott Pierce trying to move up in there, and of course, on the inside, it's the Miller High Life boat, Chip Hanauer. Hanauer now tries to get that extra power to that turbine engine, and look at the Budweiser, a great run down that back chute. Tommy Deeth out of Fairhaven, Michigan, and boy, he's got himself a tiger by the tail, and he's going for a ride.
As he comes under the Ohio River Bridge into corner number 3, bounces a little bit. Looks like his bow is now a little lower than it was the last heat. Did they bring it back down, I wonder?
They might possibly have done that because all day long they've been having a little bit of problem out of corner number 2. Look at him as he comes out. Miller High Life tries to close him on the inside. Not quite enough power. Chip Hanauer still trying to find a little bit more to catch the Budweiser. Now the Budweiser is getting a little lighter as he comes down the front straightaway. Tommy Deeth doing a great job of driving. Don't count out Mr. Pringles. He got a little bit high. Budweiser did that time. Pringles is trying to move up on the outside.
135.9 in lap number 1 for the Budweiser as he goes into corner number 2 and the start of lap number 2.
A good shot there of the Miss Budweiser. Now let's see if we see that bounce. There it is, just a little bit of a bounce as he comes out of corner number 2. A good ride for Tommy Deeth. Still back in second place, and you can see the distance separating them now, and it's a good bit of distance. Miller High Life is back in second.
A 12-boat length lead at this point on the back chute of lap number 2, but there has been an inquiry. There may be a penalty coming up. We'll wait to get the official word. This boat might be involved.
Well, the Miss Budweiser right now is your leader, and Tommy Deeth has not put it in cruise control yet. He's still reeling off some very powerful laps. Here's a bit of a story. The Miss Circus Circus back in 4th place. Johnny Prevost, he had been running right up in the front of the pack all day long. All of a sudden, he can't find the power. Boy, did they call that boat racing or not?
He didn't find the start. He's about 25 seconds late at the start, so something happened in the 1-minute gun period. Here comes the completion of lap number 2, and the Miller High Life has picked up some speed. Here, the Budweiser, lap number 2, 130.9, but the Miller High Life, 134.5.
And you can see him on the outside as they went into the turn. Let's see if he can even it up coming out. Budweiser on the inside, Miller High Life on the outside. Chip Hanauer trying to close it down. He's closing in on him. Deeth has now punched the power to it again. Now, this is where the Miller High Life had a problem on the earlier lap. Let's see if he can compensate for it this time and come out with a little more power and continue to close down the Miss Budweiser. This is really becoming a drag race between these two boats.
4 miles an hour faster for the number 2 boat over the number 1 boat, who seems to be slowing down.
Miller High Life looking like he is now going to come up on the outside. It looks like 1, but it's actually 2. There's the Miller High Life on the outside. Chip Hanauer going now to try to take the lead away. As you can see, there's going to be a little traffic on the course as they start lapping the back of the field. On the inside to the right of your screen, it is the red and white Budweiser boat. On the outside, a little bit behind him in second place, now switching his lane, getting into the roostertail of the Circus boat. That is none other than Chip Hanauer in the Miller High Life, and he takes the lead. It looked like Budweiser went down a little bit on its plane.
Right now, we're getting word that the Budweiser is going to get an extra penalty lap. So no matter, the Miller High Life is now leading this race with less than 3 laps to go.
Miller High Life, a great job of driving by Chip Hanauer, who qualified at better than 145 miles an hour on this tight course on the Ohio River. He now has the lead. He has been keeping high speed since the start. And don't forget, he wasn't even supposed to be in here, because had they gone with the original start, had the accident with competition specialties not happened, Chip Hanauer had not gotten any power to the engine. He was dead in the water watching him start. But on the restart, because he was not the cause of the first start being stopped, Chip Hanauer was allowed to come back in.
Sure. And right now he's got the green flag with 1 more lap to go. Budweiser currently shows second on our screen, but he has been penalized an extra lap. That'll move the Mr. Pringles up to second.
So Scott Pierce continues his hunt for the national high points, back in third place as the pack is running. But as we say, the boat in between, second place in the pack, is now down a lap, and that is none other than the Miss Budweiser with Tommy Deeth. Here is your lead boat right now. A comfortable ride for Chip Hanauer. This would be a great comeback for him in this race.
He's looking for his 3rd consecutive victory of 1988. He won the Detroit race in the Miller High Life, the Gold Cup in the Circus, and now leading with a half a lap to go for the Miller High Life with Chip Hanauer.
And don't forget, he got no points at all for his attempts down in Miami in the first race of the year. So it has been the comeback trail, and a good one for Chip Hanauer. We watch him, all eyes on him as he comes around the final turns. He can see the checkered flag as it's being positioned high atop the start-finish line. Chip Hanauer now, as the other boats are getting the green flag, he's coming under the bridge. Watch him closely. Watch him. He's lost the roostertail. Chip Hanauer has lost power. Here's the Budweiser coming right up behind him, but that's a lap-down boat. Chip Hanauer has about half a lap to get that boat restarted to still take a first place. Pringles is on the backstretch.
He's only about 500 yards from the checker flag. This boat, Miss Budweiser, penalized an extra lap, is really in about 4th place. But eyes are now on Scotty Pierce and Mr. Pringles. He's going to win. He's going to take the checker flag.
What a great day for Scott Pierce in the rainbow-colored Chip Presents Mr. Pringles. What a sad day for Chip Hanauer, who thought he had it all. Some 500 yards from the finish line, and he sits dead in the water after leading this race, taking over the lead position. Here's your winner coming back to the docks, Scott Pierce, Mr. Pringles.